everybody, TT and Trends. We're here with our friend Joe Crack Fat Joe. Hi, Joe.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Corona Vision.
Oh man, that's a serious thing, man, out there in them streets.
Super serious.
We up on that IG live, man. We try to inspire the people, man. People.
No, you trying to take our jobs, man. That's what you trying to do.
Nah.
You trying to put me and Trends out of business. That's what you trying to do.
Joe, you going hard, Joe.
No, I'm going more towards television. You know, I'm going more towards television. You know?
You're just gonna skip radio altogether, right?
Every time I turn my phone on, you talking to somebody. How many hours in a day are you doing this?
Nah, I do it from 8 to 9 every day, 8 to 9, except for Sundays. And it really did start out, you know, just vibing with the people, trying to cheer the people up. Part of it is I'm bored to death in the house. So it's like I've watched Netflix. Forget any movie. I watched the whole Netflix.
Like you watched the whole Netflix.
The whole joint.
So you saw Tiger King
10 times already. I've seen Tiger King. It's crazy, man. I don't want to give it up to the people who's watching. It's really, really dope.
You watching Ozark?
Huh?
Ozark?
Been watched. Ozark is kind of slow, season 3.
Really?
Like, everybody's like, it's dope. Everybody, I don't know, it's kind of slow. I'm watching this one thing that y'all probably laugh at me. It's called All American, about these kids in high school playing football.
Why if you watching that? She's trying to get me to watch it. It's
it's really dope. It's really dope. You know, but it's like
what is it about? Like these kids training to become All-Americans and...
Nah, it's about this one kid named Spencer. He's from Crenshaw, the hood. And it's just so many twists and turns. Really dope.
He's playing football in Beverly Hills or something, right?
Yeah, they recruited him for Beverly Hills, but we don't know if the coach that recruited him is his actual father.
Wow.
So the whole play is
to that.
Dang.
So we don't know if that's his father, let alone he's really from the hood. And even though he went to Beverly Hills, his love is in the hood and his best friends are blood and they killing people in the hood and it's ill. It's ill.
So you have like a quarantine TV playlist that you watch.
Man, it really, at this point, we lost track of time. Yeah. Like, you know, like I don't know when we're going to sleep, when we waking up. I'm going to keep it real with you. It's been hard to go to sleep lately, man. Just watching what's going on with this virus, and especially in New York, man. I hope the things I'm seeing on the internet is a lie. You know what I mean? Like, I've been seeing like guys walking through like hundreds of bodies on the floor and body bags talking about, yo, it's real, y'all. This is what's happening.
No, it's real. A lot of doctors and nurses have been calling up to the radio, and they've been sharing their stories, and they're like, it's nothing like you guys are seeing on TV. It's far worse. So the best thing you could do is stay in the house. And some people, believe it or not, Joe, aren't listening. They still want to be at the basketball courts. They still want to have parties. They still want to do all of this craziness.
Listen, I would say it was a Black and Spanish thing, because we know Black and Spanish people don't want to listen for nothing. I want to be outside. And but I'm down here in Miami. It's a white people thing too. You know, they at the pool. They are suntanning. They thinking it's cute. I went to the supermarket today with my wife. This is the first time we left the house in 20 days, right? And 20 days ago, when we went to the supermarket, we were the only one with masks and gloves and all that, and they were looking at us like we was Martians. Today I went, the whole supermarket had masks, gloves on, hands up. Now, it ain't a game no more. It ain't a joke. It never was. No. And, you know, people need to know, if you young and you out there and you touching stuff or you passing a blunt to your man, you don't know who's really sick for like 2 weeks. The symptoms don't come up for 2 weeks. So you go back up. The minute you touch your grandmother, your grandfather, you touch the house, they dead.
Yeah.
You know, it's horrendous what's going on. I watched on Instagram, some Dominican kid was like, yo, at el final. and I didn't know what he was talking about. He walked in the building, and it was just body bags all over, dead people all over. And now they're saying you can't even have a funeral.
No, you can't, because the morgues here in New York in particular, first of all, your family can't go into the hospital. I had to go into the hospital 2 weeks ago today because I had to get my emergency surgery to remove my gallbladder because it was so bad that they couldn't wait. So being in a hospital, that was 2 weeks ago, I had to go get the emergency surgery. Mm-hmm. And it took hours for me to get medication, hours for me to really be able to
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's scary, right? So we was ahead of time. So we've been quarantined about 20, 21 days. We literally didn't leave the house. We ain't let nobody in the house. No housekeepers, no nothing. I learned how to cut my own hair.
I was gonna say, you and Trans got the...
Nah, we not playing. First of all, we don't want to look crazy out here. And so I grabbed a clipper that I had in my house that my barber be having, and I called him up FaceTime. I was like, yo, how do I do this? He taught me how to do it. I'm good. I'm not, people looking crazy out here. So I'm like, yo, so we haven't let nobody in the crib. Mm-hmm. And but we went out there today to the supermarket, and the thing that scared me is that there's no real food in the supermarket. So when we first went, they were like, yo, don't worry, there's gonna be more food coming. Y'all just bugging out, y'all going ahead of time. When I went to the supermarket today, we was fighting over scraps. It wasn't.
They're restocking.
Really serious.
They're restocking. So you gotta catch the restock.
But you gotta go early in the morning to catch the restock. And another thing that they're doing here too, like Central Park, they turned that into a makeshift hospital. So they have like 65 beds in Central Park. So if people can't see what's happening based on that alone.
Yo, that's where the bodies was at.
Yeah.
Real talk. That's where homeboy, the Dominican dude, was like, yo, I'm in 60-something Street, Central Park. He walked in the building, they had hundreds of dead bodies on the floor. Yeah, shit we ain't never seen in our life.
Nobody has seen anything like this before. So all these people that are talking, this is uncharted territory. And this is what
I'd rather grab a gun. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'd rather fight the aliens. I'd rather real talk. The aliens, whoever another country come in, I'm ready to shoot for a line. If I die, I die. But dying of something you can't see, dying of a flu, that's crazy, bro. And the way you going now, it's like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've always envisioned if Fat Joe passed away, a big funeral, everybody coming out, everybody celebrating my life. You can't even celebrate nobody's life right now with a funeral.
No, you can't.
They're cremating everybody, from what I understand.
Yeah, they're cremating. Some families are rushing to put people under the ground with no family members there, and they're dying alone. So when I had my surgery, nobody could come to the hospital with me. They told my man, you gotta leave. He couldn't even sit in the emergency room with me, nothing. They're like, go home. So in there by yourself.
I seen some sad thing on the news. That's why I'm trying not to watch the news, man, because I seen this lady, she was a nurse, and she was like, yo, this man was dying from the COVID-19, and they knew he was dying. Like, he was in his last moments, and she FaceTimed his family because they couldn't be there. Nice. And so he talked to them, and she was just crying. Like, she was like, yo, because this is human, bro. This is human. Like, I don't care who you are, how tough you think you are, whatever the case. This is real, man. This is human. There's a lot of, people dying that, wow, it's just real sad.
Yeah, and then we're so caught up in things that don't matter. Our hair, nails. I haven't colored my hair in God knows how long. I haven't done my hair in God knows how long.
Yeah,
my
so let me tell you,
like crap. Like,
let me tell you something. God said, you sit here. God said, you sit here. And you guys have been thinking it's because of y'all that y'all been having a great time and going on vacations and balling and all that. Now it's because of me. And so we have to sit back and analyze what are the stuff that we should be grateful for and be thankful for. because, you know, a lot of things we take for granted and we think, you know, I worked hard for it, I should get it. Nah, man, you need to be grateful. I'm grateful. I wish I could go to a restaurant. I wish I could hug my man. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe is like, he's a mafia guy. He likes to kiss you on the cheek. He likes to hug you and slap five. And you know what I mean? Like, it's this new way of, you know, you got to stand over there, stand away. You know, I went to the supermarket today. I ain't getting next to nobody. I ain't talked to nobody. I just stood far away from everybody. Whoever saw me, saw me. Other than that, I'm good.
You know, I'm stuck. What I saw too. So I stepped out, I want to say twice to the supermarket in the last 3 weeks. The last time I decided to go a little heavier because I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna go back out. So I'm good for a second. I'm starting to see people's gloves in the street.
Yeah.
So like people take their gloves off and they don't want to bring it in the car, so they dropping their gloves on the floor. I was at Walmart parking lot and there was nothing but gloves outside in the street.
Yes, it's the new normal.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I told my wife to throw her gloves out in the street, man. No bullshit. And she didn't do it. She went into the garbage and she threw it out. And then we had hand sanitizer, but I understand what's going on. So they don't want to bring them germs back with them. I mean, listen, we get the food, we spray it with Lysol, the bags.
Me too.
Any vegetables or any fruits we have, we soaking it in vinegar right now, like and cleaning it with soap. We don't know. So the problem is, you're not crazy, you're not paranoid, you don't know. So what you got to do is overdo it to make sure you don't get sick.
I never knew about the vinegar thing, but what I do is I spray before I put the bags in the car. And I only went grocery shopping twice because usually hubby goes. So I went to pick up my mom's medication today because I don't let her out the house, period. And and I picked up some stuff for us and I sprayed the bags before I put them in the car.
Well, we do that. I spray the whole. You talking to the wrong guy. I got the mask. First of all, I ain't go out in 20 days. When I do go out, I'm walking out, and mind you, I'm walking out with a Lysol can as big as me. I'm spraying the door that you pull it open. I'm spraying that. I'm spraying the whole window sill. I'm spraying the inside. I'm spraying the seats. I'm spraying the radio, the back, the trunk. I'm spraying the door. I'm spraying I'm going crazy.
It's crazy when I come. The 2 times that I bounced, that I stepped out. As soon as I came in, my little, I got 2 little babies that were just born. But the 1-year-old, he comes running to me when I come in the door to jump on me and hug me. And I'm like, no, you cannot touch me. And he starts crying, and I feel bad. But I go right to my room.
What I did right now?
All my clothes off, wash my hands, everything, and then he comes.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. We went out, we got clothes. I got right in the laundry room, took all my clothes off, put some shorts on, went right upstairs, took a shower. I washed my nose, the inside of my nose, my eardrums. I washed every thing I could wash, and then came back down. Like, I'm not playing. I'm not trying to catch this, man.
What I read, but I do this all the time anyway. Listerine is an antiseptic. So Listerine, it cleans all the germs out your mouth. You do that. Another antiseptic that you can actually drink is apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
For everything anyway. So that cleans out your throat. So I do Listerine. I do the apple cider vinegar, and also for my little ones, I put the dehumidifier with the vapor rub.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And you know what I've been doing? This ghetto invention they got is I take these the oranges and I peel it off the peel, and I put it in hot boiling water with some salt, and then I stand over it like it's a sauna, and I breathe all that up.
Vapors.
It just clear my nose. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. What else are you doing to stay busy? Are you do you have a home studio where you're creating music?
I wish. I've been writing rhymes, but the one thing I made a mistake, I never got a studio in my house. And man, I wish. I've been writing though. I'm writing. I'm actually working on an EP called The Pandemic. It's crazy.
Wow.
When you write,
bars and rhymes.
When you write, When you write, do you put it in your phone or you actually use a pen?
No, he use a pen and a pad. I can answer that one.
Where's that pad at?
That one.
Where's that pad at? I want to see that pad.
I got the pen. I've been stealing my daughter. I've been stealing my daughter's paper.
So you don't got like a collection of pads, like, or them papers just disappeared?
I've never kept one rhyme. Not lean back, none. Like when I write it, actually, I'm gonna tell you a drop of jewel. Whenever I work in the studio, I write it and I leave it there on purpose, hoping the engineer just snatch it up and be like, "Yo, I got a Fat Joe rhyme. Let me put it there." That's my tip to the engineer. Wow. Like, hold that might be. You know, I was there when Biggie made Hypnotize.
Wow, walk us through that.
Huh?
Walk us through that.
Man, it was. I mean, what do you want to know? At 12-1. He had 10 Dominican girls come through. From 2 to 3, he had 10 Chinese girls come through. From 3 to 4, he had 10 black girls come through. From 5 to 6, he had all Italians in there. From 6 to 7, he had all Philippines. Like, yo, I never seen no like, nothing like this. Yo, and Biggie just had a bottle of Moet in his hand, kept smoking, and he did Hypnotize, man.
Did he write it on the pad, or did he just go in the booth?
You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Everybody says Biggie invented just going in the booth, but that one day he had a pad in his hand.
Yeah.
He had a yellow pad in his hand. I wish I would have kept that rhyme.
Wow.
You know, I've kept, when I first started radio, I recorded all my shows, and I cleaned my basement the other day. Joe, matter of fact, I hit you on the on Instagram, on my story. I found some vinyl of yours that I got in the basement, and you had reposted it.
Yeah, I see you and your man. He said I'm a GOAT. He's right. He's effing right.
Nah, Jeff, shout to Jeff. Jeff always say you the GOAT. But he said it for more reasons than one, more than the obvious.
Whatever he won, I got more hits than anybody, Bobby.
Yeah. That's the first. The second are the artists that you've been responsible for.
Yeah. No, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But the fact of the matter is that you've been able, what I love about you, and I say this all the time to any top level executive I could speak to, I don't understand why Paul Rosenberg, when he left Def Jam, they didn't call you. Like, my whole thing, you find a way to always stay on top of it. Like, even no matter what, when the times turn and the tide turns, your intellect and your ability to stay on top of it. I often think sometimes, do you ever get exhausted? Because you're like the legend, the OG, and you see some of these ones that be so washed, but you are like far from it.
Well, you know, the fact that they never give me my props the way they're supposed to, that's actually the fire that keeps me burning. So it's like, you know how you see the Olympic torch, it always keeps burning. So it's something inside of me that says, yo, I have to knock these people silly, unconscious, so they can know who I am. And I'm a GOAT. I'm one of the greatest.
Okay, so I feel the same way, man. There's a lot of funny DJs out here. Feel me?
So I just keep, you know, and I got to thank my wife, my family, for allowing me to be in the studio every day and working every day. And my team, Cool and Dre, the whole Epidemic crew, because, you know, without them, I definitely wouldn't have lasted in this game this long.
But it's so crazy to me. And first of all, let me say, I know Izzy's enjoying you being home.
Oh, Azzy loves it. The dog loves it. The dog loves it.
I know, she loves you being home.
I rubbed my dog's stomach for like 4 hours straight.
That is not the dog that I imagine you having, though. That's not the dog.
Listen, this is my baby, man. This little Biz Marquis right here. This is my baby. His name is Biz Marquis.
Did you call a dog Biz Marquis?
That's his name, Biz Marquis. And what happened is I got him for my daughter as a present. I think me and my wife went to Paris or something. So she bribed us and was like, yo, you got to get me a dog. So we got him for her. And I was like, yo, mommy, what we going to call him? What we going to call him? Because I wanted to call him like Achilles, some mask name or some crazy thing. And she was only like 2-3 years old. She was like, Call him like your friend, silly. Bismarcky.
She tricked you into the dog? Oh, man.
Yeah, she got it.
Tricked them into the dog and the name.
Yeah.
Bismarcky.
After I had my first baby with wifey, she tried to trick me into dog. We had another baby.
That's it.
So she actually tricked me into another baby. So that's what I'm thinking.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something about these dogs. These dogs really are, I wouldn't say just a man, I would say they family's best friends. And so what I'm saying to you is whenever I'm stressed out and I'm going through a real tough time, somehow he knows and he just jumps on my lap and just gets me through that time. You know, I mean, these dogs, man, they give us so much. They do so much for us. You know what I'm saying?
We need to see your dog more on your live and on your story. We need to see this interaction, this puppy interaction with you. It's
First of all, let me explain something to you. First of all, lighting of the Coronavision, the Fat Joe show, is provided by Lorena, my wife. Executive producer, Azzy Cartagena. So she will smack me so fast if I have this little dog in the Coronavision. She sits right there. Anything I do wrong, she's on me. So, and I can't do nothing corny, and she just on me. You know, it's a family business we're running here. We haven't made a dollar. We haven't made a dollar, but it's a family business.
Has Azzy gotten any aspirations to get in this game from you?
Well, Azzy is different. Azzy wants to be the CEO of Viacom.
Because Azzy can dance. Right, that girl
she could dance, but she don't want to be an entertainer. She wants to be CEO of like BET or Viacom, or straight up. Like she knows who's the CEOs of them, and she wants to intern for them, and she wants to be that. She wants to be a boss lady.
I love that about her because one of the things that I want to establish, and I'm working on this, is a foundation geared towards women, young girls who want to be women entrepreneurs and women music business executives. Because I think there's this false sense of everybody can be a star. Everybody can be in front of the camera. But there's so many women behind the scenes who make 10 times more than some artists make that has the same
biggest boss lady in the game. One of the biggest boss ladies is Desiree Perez in Rock Nation. She runs Jay-Z's career, my career, pretty much Rihanna, everybody. She's a boss lady. You're a boss lady. I met so many women that are powerful. I mean, to me, I think women are smarter than men. That's just my opinion. I'm going to be honest with you. Sylvia Rome for so many years. And the list just keeps growing and going on and going on. And it's like women, women that really, it's the elephant in the room, or the, what your man said, Trump said, he was the silent majority. Women are taking over all the business, man. Everywhere I go, any meeting, if I go meet with Netflix, the CEOs of women, the this, the that, it's powerful women out there. Really calling the shots.
Has us to lean on too. She can always call us and lean on us.
Oh, you already know what it is. I love y'all. Stay safe. I gotta go. They blowing up my phone. All right.
All right. We love you.
I love y'all. Be good. Be safe. All right.
Bye.
Bye.